Hey everybody, this is Rod from Diaspora kicking the Bobo again. Continuing to sit on my deck here in Minnesota. Just coming to you again with another video. Hey, if you like my video, subscribe to my channel. Help me come out with good content that I think a lot of people will enjoy, especially if you're in the 45 and over diaspora club. You know, join the 45 and diaspora club. That's where we protect one another from everyone. You know, uh, subscribe to this channel. You know, help me out. Now, one of the things that I want to talk about is the fact that I will be living in Liberia after next year, um, part time. And this was a decision I made about 4 years ago in 2020 when the pandemic, you know, when the virus was out everywhere, all African Americans were being invited back to Africa. We thought it was a great idea to move to Africa. And at that point, I had choices. I wanted to either go to Ghana, Gambia, Liberia, Rwanda, Nigeria, and Kenya. Those were my choices. Well, thinking about it, and after a few years of savings, I dropped Rwanda out, then I dropped Kenya out because I said that what I'm going to do is stay into my ancestors' part of the country. And before I can determine my ancestors' part of Africa, which was West Africa, I did a DNA test with several different countries. I did 23andMe, then I did the African ancestry, and it came up with I was 97.99% Nigeria, Yoruba. That was my mama's side. And then on my father's side, I was 100%, what was that country? 100% Guinea-Bissau, Balanta. And then I decided not to. Let me get a little bit further because I think the sun is really blasting here, so I want you all to be able to see. Um, I decided not to go to Guinea-Bissau because Guinea-Bissau, they were mostly, I guess, French speaking. Then I decided not to go to Nigeria or the Gambia. So what I was left with was Liberia. After I visited some of these countries, I visited, and then I forgot to say that I visited Sierra Leone, and I went there to watch a few friends get their name and then their citizenship. Spent 2 weeks there, and which was pretty cool. I really enjoyed Sierra Leone. I mean, it's a beautiful country. I mean, they gotta start picking up the paper, but it's a beautiful, beautiful country. And I really, really enjoyed it. So in the long run, I decided to go to Liberia. It's a place that I wanted to stay. I wanted to live part time. And I bought land there. I bought beachfront property. I bought property from the airport. And then I bought farmland. I even had a fence built in Charlesville by the airport, which cost a pretty penny, you know. But, what can you say? Now I'm going to try to build a house in Breweryville where my ocean view is located, and I'm going to try to start that in October. But one of the things is that I started to, the reason why I'm moving to Africa part time, it's not because I hate America. I don't hate America. America has its problems just like any other country. I'm moving because I love Africa. I love Liberia. A lot of Liberian friends, and English speaking also. It's English speaking, you know. Uh, why would you go somewhere where you can't speak the language? You know, uh, that doesn't make any sense to me. You know, I know Nigeria, Gambia, Sierra Leone, and Liberia, including Rwanda. Those are some English speaking countries. You can just about, you know, make it there. But Liberia was my choice, you know. And I saved money, for 4 years to make this process. I wasn't one of those guys that was just going to pick up and move, not planning and not knowing what I am going to do. It just doesn't make any sense to do that. So I had to, first of all, I had to do some investigation. I had to check a lot of things out to find out who I could trust and who I can't trust. So I decided to go through Zorodium, who's a very trustworthy person, who helped me out getting my land and anything else I need to take care of. You know what I'm saying? Um, and she's been helping me for the past 3 years, at least 2.5 years, with doing everything. Didn't charge me a dime to do any of this stuff. I just did business with her. Good lady, good lady. So save money. I'm gonna be. What's gonna help me stay there is that I'm gonna be retiring in another year, maybe a year and a half. Which is gonna cause me to be able to have income coming in, which I would say to anybody. You know, especially if you retiring, it's a good thing. Even if you do South America or something, America is getting too expensive for the retirement that you get. You're not going to be able to survive in America. Just not. It's too expensive. At least try to go somewhere part time. And when you're there saving money off the retirement that you're going to get, retirement and Social Security, you should be able to make it. That's one of the plans. At least you'll be able to start something so your children can build on what you started. And that way they might not have to wait till retirement, because there's no jobs in Africa. Don't go to Africa thinking you finna gain employment, because the simple fact is, if I go to Africa and they talking about you making $5 a day working and $10 a day or $50 a week, that's just not going to work for me. I'm not used to that, and I need to make more money. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to make sure that you're doing the right thing. And doing the right thing is sometimes, just thinking things over, thinking things out, and trying to do what is necessary in order for your survival and to leave a legacy for your children. I think that I am leaving a great legacy. I talk to my children, and they are for it. They want to. They that's something that they want to do. But first, I have to set up something that'll make it easier for them. Sometimes it takes 2 generations to do it. I decided to sacrifice everything for them and their children, so that their children, it can be easier for them, because if you don't have nothing, then you can't leave your children with nothing. So it makes it harder for them. So I figured, while I do have a little, I can do something so that they could do something, and that they could do for their children. That's the way of life. So and that's how I'm doing it. Uh, don't jump and go to another continent without thinking things over, and don't allow other people to make that decision for you, because YouTubers are YouTubers. These are not professionals. They didn't go to school for media. They just like I am. I'm just getting on the camera and then putting it out there. You know, um, all the information that they have, some of them don't even research it. They just talk what they feel. And that's cool. But don't you take it as exact information. Like I say, you got a lot of them that will get on YouTube and tell you that this is right, this is straight, and this is what you should do. And they ain't doing any research, and they're not doing what they said they were going to do. You know, I've seen a lot of them go to this country, get mad, get angry, get upset, then go to another country and tell you how great this country is, then get mad, get upset, and then go to another country. You got to watch that stuff. Anytime you have someone that put down roots, those are the people to listen to because they put their money where their mouth is. So always save your money and then come up with a great plan. Your plan ain't my plan. I don't know your finances. I don't know what you are doing. But you got to sit down and come up with a plan. And sometimes these plans take years. If you just jumping over from a day or a month or a week and planning on going, it's not a good idea. And it's not a good idea, especially if you're young, to move over there full time unless you really got the money, unless you really got thought about this situation. But also, too, before we go, I want to tell you to, you know, uh, invest in each other. Get with a partner and partner up. And think about the 45 and over senior diaspora club. If you want to join that, my email address is roderickcoleman@yahoo.com. That's Roderick Coleman, one word, RODERICKCOLEMAN @yahoo.com. We get this club going, protect one another, information, provide information for one another. And guess what? It is free. You don't need to pay anything for the club. We want to try to get this to tens of thousands strong, that we are protecting each other. We are letting each other know. We don't want to go to anybody's country being taken advantage of, because guess what? The older you are, the more advantage they'll try to take of you, take your money, steal your money, join this club. And with that, I want to say subscribe, and I will see you later. Thanks. Bye.